Hi, Dr. Lorri here, and I wanted to talk about a topic of cinnamon. We hear many good things about cinnamon. Ability to lower blood sugars is really a number one thing that people want to have cinnamon for, natural anti-inflammatory. But one of the things, I just had a conversation with somebody, is I said, did you know that there's a couple different types of cinnamon? And they said, no, there's a spice of cinnamon that you go to the store for. And I said, most likely that is the lower quality cinnamon. And that doesn't say that we don't have research on both that shows some effects, but the proper or the higher quality cinnamon is called Ceylon, Ceylon. And you have to look for it. It's probably not in your grocery store. You might have to order it online. You might have to go to a little local grocery store, particularly that's more of a cultural grocery store, family market kind of thing, to find it. Ceylon comes originally from the Sri Lanka and southern India area. And the reason why there is a distinction is because the cheaper, doesn't cost as much to produce cinnamon, tends to be cassia cinnamon, and it has more coumarin. And coumarin in large doses has been shown in animal studies to cause liver damage. So the things that I have looked at, and people say, well, how much cinnamon can I take in? Because I usually don't eat a lot of it, but when people are consuming it, they think it's really good for them. So they have this mentality that the more I eat, the better. And I usually say if you have about a quarter teaspoon a day of any type of cinnamon, you should be fine. But some of the studies do show that you can reach a toxic load with the cassia cinnamon with 1 to 2 teaspoons a day. That's a lot of cinnamon, but I had someone who told me that they sprinkled it every morning over their yogurt. And I said, did you measure it? And they said, no, I just shook the container and spread it out. So I would say measure it. Use a quarter teaspoon, which is a lot. A quarter teaspoon, if you measure out a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon, that's a lot. So measure it out and then see how much you're eating. Are you eating it every day, every couple days a week? A quarter teaspoon, a couple days a week, and you should be fine. But the Ceylon, Ceylon, and I'm hoping I'm saying that right, which is why I'm spelling it for you, is the higher quality, better cinnamon, and has less coumarin. Have any other questions about cinnamon, about other spices that might be beneficial for our health or that they're touted as beneficial for our health? Throw your questions below, reach out to me. I'd love to help you answer some questions to improve your health. Have a great day.